guys, it's Christina with Virginia Wreath Company. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do something a little different, a little cute, and it involves this watering can, which I got from Sims Pottery, and if you see, it's like half of a watering can. It's flat on the back, and it has a little hook right there so you can hang it on a door or a wall. So I'm going to give it a few minutes and wait and see if we have some people come on in and start talking. When you come in, tell me where you're from and what you're doing on this beautiful day. It has been absolutely amazing weather here in the Hampton Roads area. Normally it's kind of cold this time of year here. Not super cold, but like in the 40s. But this whole week we have had like 60-degree weather, and it has been absolutely amazing. Like, I am ready to get the flip-flops out kind of weather. So, and I'm looking over here so I can look on my iPad to see if there are any comments or questions. So if you guys do have any comments, questions, anything you want to know, just ask me. Okay. Oh, it's not coming up there. Hi, Lauren! So, again, what I'm going to use today is this watering can. It's half of a can. Let's see if you can see it right there. So it can hang flat up against a wall or a door. And I'm also going to use this foam block. It is a half circle one, and I got this from, oh Lord, I think Walmart. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun trying to cut this sucker up, because I've cut foam up, but this stuff can be picky. And I have some flowers that I'm gonna use, and I think all of this came from Hobby Lobby. There's some pretty white flowers, some blue, there's some pinks, some bigger pinks, and purples. And I have a bush of greenery that I'm going to use in there too. So I have never done this before, so I am hoping that it turns out right and it's not some huge epic fail on Facebook Live. So what I do is, well, it'd be what you guys were doing if you were doing it for the first time. So we're gonna get started. Ah, Lauren, you're watching it work. Sneaky. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. So I'm just gonna unwrap the ball. Now I do know that when this stuff, when you cut this stuff off, it has a tendency to like stick to everything. So I'm going to play that by ear and we'll see how it goes. And I did have an idea, and I don't know if this will work or not. It may not. But what I was going to do was try to stick, let me see. If you can see where I'm sticking it right there, and you can see it on the back too. And what I'm trying to do is to dim it just enough down here on the bottom right here so I can see where to cut it. Like, I have maybe about a ½ inch space here on the back. If you guys can see that right here, that I'm going to move it over from where this line is. So I'm just going to kind of push it on there and then I'm going to pull it up, and there you can see where it dented into the foam, and I can kind of tell where to cut. So, let's see. You know what? Let me try this one more time. See if I can get it all the way over to the edge. You know what? Wouldn't that be really cool if you could just push it all the way down and it would, like, trim it for you? I don't think that's an option. Okay. So I've got on here where I want to cut it. And let's see. Eesh. Sorry, guys. I think that's like just about as bad as like the teacher running her nails on the chalkboard. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, and I know that this is going to be way too big to set in there. Bottom is okay, so I'm going to shave off some of this. And see, this stuff makes a mess. Let's see. Pin up. Right here. And I'm trying to trim this so that it will fit down inside, and that way we can poke our flowers in. It doesn't have to be perfect when you put it in there. You just want it to be able to hold your stems. We are getting there. This, and then I'm going to go across just like this. I apologize. I know that's not the noise that you guys want to hear. I don't either, because I don't like it either. I'm going to come up just a little bit. Trim some more, because I don't want to have this green part, the foamy part on top showing. And you can see, as I've done here, I didn't get my shape quite right, but that's what these extra pieces are for. You go back and take these extra pieces and put them right down inside. There we go. Let's see. It's too big. it's okay to take these extra pieces and push them in there because that's just going to give you your stems, if they need something a little more to grab onto, that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, we're almost there. Let's see if I can put this piece in here. Okay. There we go. And I think for the most part, I got one more little piece in here. Okay. Almost there, guys. This piece. Okay. So I've got all the foam in there. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to tell. Right here in the front, I kind of pieced that together, but that's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. Let me try and get some of this foam up. Because it gets everywhere. Okay, so once we have our foam in here, I'm going to start with some of the greenery, and I got this from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to start snipping this off. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to use or what flowers exactly I'm going to use. I'll kind of figure that out as we go along. So I'm going to take this one. Snip it off. Well, go. Now tell me what the weather's like where you guys are. Is it warm? Is it flip-flop weather? Is it cold? Do you have snow? Okay, we'll cut 5. And start with this. Okay. And these are really cute too. It's kind of like a mixed green, and it has some little orangey yellow buds. I don't know if you can see that. It's cute, it's wispy. I think it's going to work great. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take, let's see if I can measure. Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm taking the stem that I've cut off, and I'm going to put it up against the can here, and I'm going to see how far up I want it. Because I want to have it a little bit taller in the back, towards the back. So I think I want it to come up about this much. If you guys can see where the stem is coming out. So that leaves me with like this much left to stick in. I'm just going to trim a little bit of that off, because I don't think we need that. And I'm going to take just a little bit of hot glue, I'm just going to do it around one side. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in here. And the hot glue will hold this. And I think I'm going to put another one in here. And again, maybe I'll go just a little bit taller in the back, so this one I don't need to trim. Take this one, I'm going to stick it right here. That one just a little bit taller. And I'll start off and do another one. About right here. I'm probably going to put 4 of them here on the back. And this one I don't need to trim either. And I'm just sticking it, I'm gluing it and sticking it into the foam. And we have one more. And I'm going to go deeper with this one. So I'm going to push it down a little bit further. Cut this one off just a little bit here. Okay. So I'm going to go down just a little bit deeper to kind of be even with this one over here on this side. I'm going to shoot just, this piece is just a little bit looser. So I'm going to shoot some hot glue down into the hole. And I'm going to put a little bit on the stem. There we go. Okay, and this is what we have so far. This is where we're starting. Okay. I'm going to add some of these blue flowers. They're really pretty. They're so springy. You guys ready for spring? Well, I am. So, let's see. Now, I will tell you, I have never done really any kind of floral arranging. I've never taken any classes. So this is a first for me for a Facebook Live video on doing something like this. So I hope it turns out right, guys, because oh, I don't want a Facebook fail. Okay. I'm going to turn this around here so I can look at it and see where I want my pieces. I'm going to add one here. Here. And right now I'm just sticking it in here to kind of get an idea of where I want to place these. Well, that might work. Okay. What I think I'm going to do, so you don't end up seeing this foam here on the top, because I thought it was pushed down a little more, but it's not. I'm going to get some floral pins, and I'll be right back. I'm going to get some moss to put on there. Okay, guys. So I have a big bag of moss here, and I got this at Michael's. I am going to take some of this, and this stuff can get messy too. Take some of this, And I'm just going to weave it through here, weave it through here, and I'm going to take one of these floral pins right here, a little U-shaped pin, and I am just going to push it down into the moss. I'm going to do that up here too. I'm going to turn this around in a second, guys, so you can see it. Okay. Can you guys see that? There we go. And all I did was took a little bundle of it, stuck it down in there, and used the floral pin to hold it in there. I grab some more. And this stuff is messy too. It'll get all over everything. But it's okay. And I'm just going to take it. I probably should have done this first, but I didn't. I'll take it. Just kind of wrap it around there. Take a floral pin. Stick it in. And I'll show you this way. You guys can see where I have the moss there. Take it, and I'm going to stick a floral pin right in there. Okay, just a little bit more. Ideally, it would be great if you could like lay down some hot glue and then just stick this right on top of it. But you can't do that because once your hot glue dries, you're going to have problems sticking florals down into the foam. So that's why I'm using the floral pins. And I'm just going to pull this through. And here we go. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. And here we go. This is what the front looks like. Let me trim a little bit this off the back. Okay. Roll this up and put this back over here. Oh, actually, you know what? Get this off my mat real quick. Okay, guys. Let's see. Now I'm going to take the flowers that I cut off of the bush, and I think I want to put them in here. And here. It's hard doing this when you're not looking at it directly. Okay. Separate them. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the, I'll do white. Let's see what we can, well, these are shorter branches, so maybe I'll do those a little bit later, so they're closer to the front so you can see them. do the pink. And again, I got these at Hobby Lobby. Does anybody have any questions so far? Any questions? I don't know how many I'm going to use. I'm just going to kind of poke and go and see how... And with each layer, I kind of want to get just a little bit shorter in height, so you don't cover everything up back here that you've put in. So each layer, I'm pushing it down just a little bit more, a little bit further, just so that top layer can show above that. There we go. Okay. I do some purple. Sometimes you gotta pull these apart and your flower falls off anyway. Isn't that great? Okay. No big deal. Came off right here and we put them right back on. There we go. Kind of spread your flowers out and move them around a little bit. You know what? I might not even need this bottom flower. I'm going to take them off for right now. As I said, I wanted to get just a little bit shorter with each row. You might have to take this one off too. Make it a little bit shorter. Poke them down in there. There we go. Whoops. Let's see. Another one. I'll find one that's not quite so long. Over here. I think I will cut this one off. Maybe right here. Scissors. Now I'm forever losing my scissors. Forever losing my scissors. Okay. And this was one branch, and I've just taken it and separated it into two. Put this one right in here. And I'm just sticking them in there. Bring this one over here. Stick that one in there. Okay. What do y'all think so far? Because I think now I'm going to go back in here with, I might use a couple of these. I think they're so pretty. They're cherry blossoms. I love, love, love cherry blossoms. I might go, turn around here and look. Might take one and go right back in here. I won't go too far. And clip off another one. Let me see. another one right back over here on this corner. Yeah, if you want to get in here and like bend your branches, that will make things look a little more realistic looking when you do that, when you kind of maneuver your branches around. And I can show you, like, I don't know if I'm going to put another cherry blossom in there or not, but I won't want the longer stem if I do. And I'll show you guys. Like, you have your cherry blossom just like that. If you want to take your thing, kind of bend it and just maneuver it in different ways. See, it's not standing straight up anymore. That helps give it that more lifelike, real look. I think I'm going to take this one and put do I want them in front or do I want them back here in the back? Maybe I want to put them back here in the back. Trying to get in between the greenery and these blue flowers that I have. Just like that, maybe. Okay, so I think I'm going to add some of the white. And this too came from Hobby Lobby. And some of these leaves, I don't know what kind of plant this is, what kind of flower. It's pretty. It's really pretty. It has like they're mainly white. They have kind of like a blue tip on the end of them. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in here throughout. And these just give it a totally different texture. You can see where I've added this one right here. Add another one. I think I don't need this greenery on here. Let's see. Let me snip these little ends off. And let me show you. See this little end that's poking up down here? Right here? That was holding some of the little leaves that were coming off of here. See if you can see it. I just take that and snip it off. Because then it makes it easier going down into the foam. Well, let's see. Maybe in here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think we're almost done, guys. Hi, Tina. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Tina. Let me see. I think I might add one more piece right over here and maybe a piece over here. So let's switch it up just a little bit. And I think I'll put a pink piece over here. Let's see. I don't need this small piece. And I'm going to kind of bend it this way just a little bit. So it has a little bit of a turn to it. And I'm going to put it in at an angle. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. And I'm going to go for a blue or purple. Let's do the blue. And I'm going to put another blue piece coming out from right here. And you take some of this off down here at the bottom. And if you need to split your stem, just pull back what you don't want to use for the moment. Take it like that, and then just snip. Because then you still have this remaining piece that you can use at another time. I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to put it right, let me bend it just a little bit. Okay. Just kind of get a little bit of a different shape to it, that's all. Kind of give it that lifelike look. I'll take it, put it right down in here. Okay. Turn around and look and see. Okay. Maybe I will take, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. Let me see. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or not, but I'm going to take this grassy piece apart because I don't think I need any more of these thicker, you can see them, they're thicker pieces. I think that might be just a little too thick to kind of put down in there. But I'm going to see what it looks like after I take this apart. And all I'm doing is sliding these pieces off, and I'm going to put the little grassy piece back on. So that way it looks like we have little wispy pieces of grass. And I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I just might make it look too scrunched up, too bunched up, too together. Let me see. I'm going over here. You know what? I want this to be kind of low to the base, so I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to try it this way. I might take this one. Okay, so there's one side. What do you guys think? Grassy piece or no? I'm not sure yet. Hi, Tina. Well, no. I'm kind of undecided. I kind of like it, but then again, I'm kind of like on the fence about it. So, and I don't know if you guys do this too, but usually when I do something on one side, I want to do it to the other side too. So I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. I'll take a piece of my bush here, cut it. I'll try to show you guys what I did before. On the tip of this bush, there is this flower. Let's see if you guys, this little flower piece up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that flower piece and pull it off of the stem. So the flower piece is by itself. And the only reason I'm doing this is to get this bigger, loopier, thicker piece of greenery off this stem. And I pull off the regular green that I'm going to put back on here. And now I'm going to pull off the piece that I don't want, which is this piece. And I'm going to take the other piece that I pulled off on top and put it back on. And I'm going to add this little flowery piece back on. And I'm going to move this up. There we go. And I'm going to cut some of this off because I don't need the whole thing. And I'm going to put it over here. Let's see. Okay. Hang on just a second, I'll turn it around for you. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is what we have as of now. Let me see. And I might, you know what? I'll be right back. Hold on just a second. Okay, y'all. So this I got from Michael's, and I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might put a little piece in here and see what it looks like, because it might just be way, like, overkill. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I can't decide. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to turn it around here in just a minute so you guys can see. Okay. There we go. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Like I said before, this is my first time really dabbling with putting flowers, making an arrangement, so to speak, with the flowers. But I think this would be like super cute hanging on a door. And it also has a flat bottom, so you could sit it somewhere if you wanted to. And it does, let me show you all the back. This is what the back looks like. And I kept everything on this side of the handle in case I wanted to hang it. There's like a little hole right there that you can put, you like hang it up on a nail or a hook or something. But I left everything on this side of the handle so that if it were to be hung up, you wouldn't have a bunch of stuff back here popping it out from whatever you put it on there. Oh, let's see. Hi, Donna. would I put a bow on it? You know, I'm not sure. I was messing around with that idea, but I don't know because I'm not exactly sure where I would put one, number one, and number two, I think the ribbon that I have might be a little bit too big to put a bow on here. I could probably use 1.5-inch ribbon and put like a little bow right here. But I don't know if you guys can see on the front of here, there's a really pretty like flower design. I don't know if I would want to necessarily cover that up. But if, you know, if by all means you wanted to make one and you wanted to put a bow on it, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Try it. See what it looks like. But I think for this, the way that it is, let me see if I can find a piece of ribbon and mess with that for a minute. Hang on a second, y'all. Scoot some of this stuff over. Okay, just as an example, I grabbed this ribbon. Let me see what it might look like. I think it would probably look cuter with some ribbon that's just a tad bit smaller. Not as thick. Hang on just a minute, y'all. I gotta go get my charger. My phone is about to die, and I don't want that to happen. I'll be right back. Okay, the love of technology. I knew I should have brought that charger in. Okay, so we were going to see if we could maybe put a bow up here. I'm not too sure that I think it would look right, unless it was a smaller width of ribbon. But I'll try. We'll see what it looks like. I'll hold it up there. Let's see. That's too thick. And right now I'm just trying to determine what size I want the loop. Still a little too big, I think. Okay. Here. This is 6.5 inches. Pull that down. Let's start with it. 9 inches. Okay. Inches. Okay. So when you come in, tell me where you're from. What are you up to today? And go another. Now I just made this loop 6.5 inches total all the way around. And I'm going to measure out another 6.5 inches. Bring it back around. I'm going to twist this back behind here so the good part is facing toward me. And a good way to tell if your loops are equal or the same size, pull them in both your fingers. You can pull them together like that. Okay. And let me see. A little piece of floral wire. And I'm just putting this on here so I can show what it would look like if there was a bow on the front. Ah, Pennsylvania. My husband's from Pennsylvania. Which side are you on, Tina? My husband is from a place about 50 miles to the east of Pittsburgh. Okay. Scissors. And I'm just going to take this and dovetail the ends. You take your ribbon, you have your good part right here facing you. Fold it in half right here. And this is the bottom of your ribbon tail. Now take that and you cut down at an angle. With this end, fold it in half, right there. So it's facing away from you and down. You take your scissors and you cut it at an angle, and that's dovetailing your ribbon. And that makes you have these really cute little dovetails on the end of your ribbon. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this up here or not. We'll see what it looks like. Ah, South Central Pennsylvania. Is it still cold up there? I don't think this winter has been nearly as bad as what it normally is up there in Pennsylvania. And what I'm doing right here is I am just going through and I am, just for the sake of this project, I use the floral wire to make like a little hook in the back. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. so I can put it down in here just to see what it looks like. Ah, cool. Yeah, we've had those summer temps too, and it has been beautiful. Like, I'm almost ready to break out the flip-flops, but, you know, the minute I break them out, it's going to get cold again. I need to turn this around this way, guys. Okay. Well, ribbon tails need to be a little bit shorter, unless you have them curl up and under. Let's see. I'm going to trim these up just a little bit. I'm going to go back and dovetail them again. Fold them over, and then cut at an angle. Okay. So this is what it looks like with a little basic bow on here. Let's see. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it a little bit closer. There you go. And I think this is all ready to hang on a door, or, you know, actually I think it's skinny enough right here that you could probably put this on a window ledge. I think that might be really pretty. You could put it like in a kitchen window or something. And let me see. And I almost believe it would be skinny enough to go in between two doors on your front door. Which is awesome, because I know there's a lot of people who have problems trying to find something that fits in between those two doors. It's kind of hard to find something that looks decent and cute and whatnot, but to fit in between that space. Okay, and I think I am all done with this. I do want to show you guys something else. I did a video, not quite 2 weeks ago maybe, showing you how I make my bows. And I did several bows, and let me move this over here. And I left long tails on the ribbon, and I had several questions about, you know, why do I leave the long tails on ribbon sometimes? And I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I do if I think I might use it in a wreath. So I'm going to show you guys what I did with those bows. This is my bunny booty wreath. And the last bows I made this yellow one, this yellow big bow. Well, it's not really big, but it's 1.5 inches. And what I did is I had a long tail on this one, and I'm going to try and show you guys. This was one of the tails right here. And what I did was I brought it down, and I looped it into my next tie so that it comes out down here at the bottom. So that's one way you can use your extra long ribbon tails. And I also did a, let me see. Like here's another end to that one. The bow comes up, it loops, goes down, and then it comes back up over here. And then the other one I had was this green bow. This was a big 2.5 inch ribbon, and I left mighty long tails on that one. And if you can see what I did, here's the bow right here. I'm trying to see so y'all can see. And I looped, and I looped, and I looped it. And then, is it this one? Yeah, this one is where I ended it. So this was the end of my ribbon streamer. And I just looped it, and looped it, and there's the bow. And I did the same thing down here on the bottom. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. Here's the bow, and here's one of the other streamer. I came down and looped it, come down and loop it, come down and loop it, and here's the end. So that's one of the reasons why I could make a ribbon streamer a lot longer than, you know, what you normally have a ribbon streamer hanging from a wreath is. So that's what I do. And like I said, I don't do it on all of them. I do it on some. If I think I'm going to loop in the ribbon, then yeah. And this wreath is loaded with ribbon. Oh my goodness, I couldn't stop with the ribbon. I was like, this is so cute, I just got to keep going, because this color would look great, that color would look great, this pattern looked good, that pattern looked good. So, this is my bunny butt wreath, and if anybody's interested in him, he is on my Facebook page, and he is in my Etsy shop. I'm going to put him back up over here. I know I told you guys I would come back and show you what I did with the streamers, and that's what I did. So, I wanted to show you guys that. Put him back up over here. And does anybody have any questions? Thanks, Tina. Hi, Karen. Hi, Mom. Hi, Jamie. I'm trying to look at your questions over here, off to the side. So, anybody have any questions at all? Thanks, Tina. So, I'm looking. What? Okay, well, if you guys don't have any questions right now, or if you think of something later, feel free to post in the comment section, and I'll come back and answer them. I had planned on doing these a couple times a week, and so far I've kind of been doing one a week. However, I probably won't be doing any next week. Tomorrow I'm having surgery on my elbow, so I'm going to be kind of out of commission for a little while. But I might come on and do like a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, you know, I can answer them for you. So I hope you guys have a really good day, and I hope you enjoyed making this with me today. And if you do make it yourself, I wish you luck, and just use all your creativeness to come up with something really cool, cute, and something you'd want to hang on your door. So I will talk to you guys later, and if you want to visit my Etsy site, it is www.virginiawreathcompany.com. That'll take you directly to my Etsy shop. And like I said, if you guys have any comments or questions or anything, feel free to ask in the comments, and I will definitely get back to you guys. So, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.